what you could make with just... The tribes need someone to unite them. I could swear I didn't see any clouds. Hates how many new beasties are wandering around the world these days. Hard to know what kinds of horrors lurk around every corner. Fortunately, their friend Moog has been writing down the worst ones. Guesses you should look for Steep Depot. At least that's where he set up tent last. Claims that Moog goes where the monsters go, but as he's tracking scripts now, he's probably still at the Steep Depot cliff in the dead zone. Keep your sniffer sniffing for stinky stuff, and your eyes peeled for his tent. Moog will appreciate the company. It's not easy to live life in the presence of monsters. Thinks you could, if you can stand being close to him. Worth going outside just to see the night sky. Feel that? It's a lack of air. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. Pull, go on!
Inmo. Tiava.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Claims he goes after the most dangerous game, huge monsters. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been. Moog asks if you know the first rule of monster haunting. It's to go where the monsters are. To haunt, you must know the grounds of your prey. Few monsters warrant the fear we have for them, and you don't look like someone that's easily scared. You could help him out. Start with one monster and take it from there. Spot its tracks and report back. Also, bring back any poo you find. His friend Boom has a nose, and a use for that. Says you're right. You gotta catch 'em all.
Love the glow of the light.
No. Down! Down!
All the way up. Crank that glow up to 11.
I'll make you glow.
Too late.
He didn't expect you to be back so soon. Seems surprised you have to go. Let's see. Pace yourself. Could this thing steer itself? Check out that e-waste. That's a good find. Doesn't riding a beast like this feel good? Just be glad that beastie let you on. It's time to create your own path. Glad to see some wood scrap there. It's Nanby, a new village for you. Talks about how it didn't used to be so dark at night. The end of the world means the end of light, too. Without light to guide the way, they keep getting lost out on the goo. Could you restart the Lumen Tower so they can find their way at night again? Can't say for sure, since they don't know what broke it. Says to head toward the goo and look up at the sky. Can't miss it. Once you find the Lumen Tower, climb inside and get the lights started back up. Easy, right? Can't wait until they can glide the goo by night again. Says they'd all love you for it. Like it or not, darkness falls this time every day. The Bullybul glade is beautiful. Watch out for Jumble. He'd heard about you blending your way into the world, but he'd feared you might stew in your own juices instead. Tells you to ask anyone and know that if they say yes, they're good, honest souls. He wonders what you're going to do now that you've grown so tough and strong. Will you feed the world or watch it starve? You smell fresh and ready, like the kind of person who values nutrition and how it gives you life. He tells you that you are what you drink. So if you want to be good, drink wholesome. Otherwise the junk will hollow you out inside. Thinks life is full of all sorts of ingredients. It's up to you what to put into your blender and your body. And if you are what you drink, what happens to you when you choose different things? But you would think that, wouldn't you? Thinks it's amazing how the world is coming back to life. So many fresh things to drink. Says he's impressed with how hard you've tried to make things decent and tasty again. Thinks it's awesome you joined the Myriad. They're always careful about the things they put in their bodies. Nothing but leaves and light. Thinks if you're with them, you must be too. Thinks you should get your convo cooking. He's curious if you've ever had soup tastier than life itself. If not, you've come to the right place. He's widely known for his jumble juice. His thoughts are like his juice, all jumbled up in his mind. Those who claim to know him even call him Jumble. Can you believe it? He needs more customers to claim that they know him. He promises to look after you if you look out for something for him. Thinks that once you taste it, you won't ever want to burble anything else ever again. Jumble wants you to keep your eyes peeled for a band of colour that brightens with the sun after it rains. He's on the hunt for a concentrate of that prismatic refraction of sunlight forming in tasty droplets of rain in the sky. Find the concentrate he's looking for where the colour hits the ground. Bring it back and he'll mix a jumble juice to share. Promises that you've never had anything like it. Come to think of it, no one else has either. No escaping the rain if you've got to be out. Let's see. Peddler is eager for you. Says this is the go-to place if you like a good... Everything is at stake. Let's see. Metal scrap. That's the good stuff. Don't flinch away from this. It's your moment. You need to focus. Says it's bad enough the Tree of Life is keeling over. Now they have flies infesting their crops. If those crops die, no one around here is going to have any yum-yums to eat. They need your help to drive those flies away before the crops all die. Claims they tried swatting them, but there are just too many. Asks if you can see that giant bellows over there. If you could point it in the right direction and then jump on it, well, maybe that would do the trick. Thanks you for thinking of their tum-tums.
Where's that dark now?
What? Wait, no,
What's that? Did some...
I am right here!
Hello? Is it...
This is an epic already. How it ends is up to you. Thinks you light up the whole place anytime you're around. So, says you covered the important things already. Says nowadays everything seems to be falling apart, even fire. Could you help out with the fire beacon? It's gone out. They can't reach the fire beacon to relight it, but you could. Says their family has handled that for generations. Their mother was on duty, but she hasn't reported back. Says the fire beacon's not too far. Just keep your head up. Sometimes you can still see the smoke coming up from it. And if you see their mother, please send her home. They miss her. Seems choked up to hear that. It's harder for others to see you in the dark. The only way to clear the nag flies out of here is to jump on those bellows and blow them away. Get hopping. Believes the rot at the trunk of the Tree of Life has changed everything, even style. Most just dress in whatever rags they can find. Their pal Juju, though, makes clothes that'd make anyone look fabulous. Says there's no way you can miss him if you see him. Thinks that art like Juju's is even more vital when the world is winding down. You really could use some of that yourself. No reason to stalk the earth in ugly duds. Promises you won't be disappointed. You blew those flies away. Whoosh! Wants to know what you need to air out. Happy you met Greenfinger. Glad to have him tending the Tree of Life. It's in good hands. Says you should take it easy. Wants to know what you need to air out. Says you should take it easy. You made it through another long night. At various stages of life, we all become memories for others, and just seeing someone acts as a catalyst for the past to seep in again. Memory distortions are troubling. Illusions your mind creates to avoid the memories of being bullied as a kidling. However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different. So, you remembered the automaton's power-up feature. That's a boost. Asks you to check out the wares. Says they've got the best deals any. A bargain. Wonder where we can get some ride shoes for the mount. This is called suburbia, a place to get away from the city stink. clothes. Is your mount paying attention? Says they appreciate your sense of style. Says you're welcome back. Give your mount a pat and pick a path. Check out that plastic scrap over there. Don't distract this beastie. It's working. Says the state of the goo has grossed over time. It's a miracle anything still lives in it. It's hard for all sorts of guppo to breathe while coated in gunk, not to mention swim. If it wasn't for Gil, who gives them a good scrub now and then, they'd probably be dead. Figures you can find Gil at Burble Bottom. Never leaves his little oasis for long. Says there's a lot of shore, but you look for a clean part of it and Gil will be there with you. He tries to clean things up to give the guppo a chance. Good to see someone care about a dying world. Figures Gil would appreciate that, and so would the guppo. Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right now. Says there's no reason to let you in on where it is. Says there's no reason to make threats. Would have told you about it sooner or later. It's not far from here. The tree might seem strong, but that won't last unless we preserve it. Says you should take care. Says it's bad enough the Tree of Life is dying. Now monsters are chewing everyone to little bits. Scouts spotted a massive monster coming this way. They're all dead for sure. Should they start digging graves? Or maybe you could meet that monster for them. Claims if they knew that, they would have done it already. Good luck. Hopes you can stick around. All you have to do is drive the monster away or kill it. Easy, right? Don't give up now. That monster should be here soon. Thanks you for standing ready to risk your skin for theirs. Just walk between the raindrops, right?